Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. In this one, we're going to be looking at these mini vacuum cleaners, these portable versions of really tiny vacuum cleaners, something that has a rechargeable battery, and they're pretty much the same form. Some of them even have, like this one, an exit where you can use to blow dust, and it has like a tiny little funnel. But as you can see, you can place that funnel here. I don't have it right now, but this one does have some attachments you can use for blowing air as well. So all three of these are pretty much the same, like pretty much the same engine or motor. uh, they're pretty much the same power and pretty much the same capacity. There's a few tiny differences besides that. This is a white one, this black, in black color, but or charcoal as they call this. But beside that, this one has a pin connector for charging. This one has USB or micro USB, and this one has a USB-C. So all of them pretty much do the same job. Just that slight difference makes quite a bit of difference in terms of deciding which one to get. So if you go with this one, you're probably going to need a charger like this. This one has a USB charger. And I would say, for me, for convenience, I'm not really a fan of having something like this. I'd rather have like USB, either micro or USB-C, because I'm pretty much, every time I have a USB cable, either micro USB or USB-C, for a phone or whatever. But this pin connector I rarely have, because usually there's quite a bit of difference, like in terms you have to get the correct input, output, stuff like that. So I'm not really a fan of it, but it charges quite fast. Although, as you can see, it's USB-A in one end. So even though it charges fast, USB-C actually charges the fastest, and this is my favorite one. I do have this one in my car, these two. I have one in the garage, and one at my home where I sleep. Pretty much for my bedroom, I just use this one occasionally. I do use real full-size vacuum cleaner for house, but this one is just for like drawers and stuff like that when I clean and I cannot get, especially because of the tip. I do prefer this tip. As you can see, I have in all of them. This tip is pretty much, for this kind of vacuums, ideal. You can use without this extension, but in my experience, this makes it so much better, because it's just, you can reach those little tiny places which you probably want to use these vacuums for. So it's definitely ideal. I did test with brushes as well, but I don't say that makes much of a better difference. I'd say like this one makes much better suction, because you can get really into fabric, for example, or into corners, so you can suck really really nice at the tip of it. What about the ergonomics are pretty much the same. Like they all have button in the same place, right? So you cannot really talk about the ergonomics. There's some different forms of these vacuums. Like it just like a straight handle doesn't have like this grip at the side. So there's a few different forms, but this one, it just seems like the most natural one. It's so easy to to clean with this thing, and plus exhaust, it's pretty nice to have like beside, or not obstructed or anything. Ideal form, I'd say. There are different forms, but this one, I'd say it's pretty much standard for this one. There are bigger version of these that have like a bigger what's called a chamber here for dust collection, but I'd say I don't use this for a pile of dust, but you know, like once a week when I use this. I just I don't even suck a lot of dust. It's probably like a little bit, and it can last for a month before I even empty the chamber. They all have the same filter. This one is a little smaller one, but I don't see that having much of a difference. As you can see, it's a smaller filter, but a kind of bigger chamber between these two. So I don't think that makes more difference. Maybe I would even like a smaller one, but I think that will obstruct a little bit the power that it can deliver. But I don't know. Maybe this one. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. Yeah, I like this one for my car just because it's USB-C. I always have USB-C on for my phone and stuff like that in my car. At home I have also other cables, so I don't mind. Also can hold this pin one, but I don't like. I honestly don't like these pin chargers at all. They're just not my cup of tea, as you would say. It just, I mean, they work pretty easily. You don't have to, you know, aim which side. Like with micro USB-C, it's even easier than micro USB, but still, I would prefer USB anytime. Like the input, not just one side, and you put in the power outlet. What else to say? Like all of these, they actually have a different size exit here, a little bit different diameter. So these are not exactly the same. I'm not sure which one. I think these two have a little bit of different diameter, but that doesn't make any real difference. Whenever you get these, they usually have quite a few attachments. Like these, this one is my favorite, but it has like a smaller one, and yeah, you can use this pretty much for any use that you would use a bigger vacuum, except of course for, you know, the larger particles of dust, maybe some straw or something like that, hay, whatever. You cannot really use this one. It will jam, but still, if you use this attachment, if something gets jammed, it's probably going to be jammed here at the tip. As you may notice, there's a little lid that opens whenever dust comes in. It's actually closed, so dust doesn't come out. Whenever it's working, you can use this, and it's open on one side and just closes. So it's elastic loaded. It's closing back. Pretty nice vacuums. This one is a little bit heavier, I'd say, than this. No, actually, they're equal. They're pretty much the same motors. I did have one that broke a handle, but still works. The problem is I lost this chamber on that one, but I'll probably find it when I decide to clean. I know where I left it, but that's beside the point. When you empty this, just be careful when you get this out. Sometimes dust when you clean this can come here. So just, you know, get this, remove it, and leave it aside, like the motor, so you don't get dust into the motor, because it can be really a problem, especially if you get some little stones, pebbles or something like that. You can jam a motor, and you cannot fix that. I mean, you can open, but it's pretty much inside a motor, so it can cause an issue. So be careful of that. Also, if you might notice, I did damage this plastic. This plastic is really brittle, so be careful, especially in the chamber. It's very brittle plastic, especially when you go open, when you use the tip of it to open something, you actually put the leverage on this, so you put a little pressure and it will snap. As you can see, I did damage this one. Just, you know, when I was cleaning beneath my car, I was actually prying a little bit with the tip, and it started to shatter. So I didn't completely destroy the chamber, but of course it's much weaker now, so I gotta be careful when I use it. Fortunately, it didn't destroy it completely, but just so you know, it's very brittle. The plastic's a little bit different, I'd say, between this one and these two. It just feels a little bit different. I think this one is a little more brittle than this one, but it's a slight difference. I'm not sure the models between which models these are. I don't see any branding or anything like that. Just got it online, Temu, and they're been fine. Like I think like 10-15 euros. I'm not sure. I got it like last year, a year ago. All three of them, pretty much the same period. I got this one first. I loved it, but I didn't love this thing, so I got another one with this micro USB. It's actually pretty good. Pretty much the same capacity battery, the same device, just in a little bit different form, just the plastic, but they will all work the same. And I got this one for my car, so all work perfectly. I would say if you need a vacuum, consider these, because it's so small. It does the job. It does suction, of course, and you can put like a attachment hose on this one, and use pretty much as a regular vacuum. But of course, be mindful there are not a lot of space for dust. But at least it's so much quicker and easier to clean this kind of chamber than those bag ones. I don't like bag ones. I just love this one just because I don't like the bag, to empty the bag on the real full size vacuums. All right, that's about it about those. I love them. I strongly recommend to have at least one of these. It will change how you clean, and they work really well for those little corners, and that's where the dust is usually piling that you don't clean, with the brush or something. All right, I'll leave a link in description to these or similar, just in description. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.